let's talk about some of our Heisman hopefuls. Probably about a little over halfway through the season here. Obviously, Caleb Williams, the defending Heisman Trophy winner, is still in the race, but he's kind of regressed a little bit, Zane, here, and kind of opened the door. Michael Penix Jr. has maybe taken first place in the voting if it ever happened today, but also J.J. McCarthy of Michigan Wolverines, maybe a little bit of a dark horse, although maybe we'll see how his candidacy is affected by the Michigan scandal that's gone on. And then we'll talk about that at the end of the show here. Heisman hopeful so far. Who are the big front runners that stand out to you right now? If you had to vote today, who would you be your Heisman Trophy winner?
Yeah, certainly. Michael Penix Jr. really for me is at the top of the list right now. Like you said, Caleb Williams now 2 losses on the season in games where you feel like you needed your quarterback play would have elevated that, right? We look at Utah and we say, "Oh man, that quarterback just found a way to get it done."
Yeah,
Tough game, but those are the ones you expect Caleb Williams to pull out, which he has really kind of come up short in the 2 biggest games of the year versus Michael Penix Jr. Biggest game of the year against Oregon, went toe to toe with them, ended up winning that game. So right now for me, and he's just putting up video game numbers over there, despite really not having
yeah,
a fantastic defense. It's been serviceable this year for Washington, but not a great defense. So right now for me, it's Michael Penix Jr.
yeah. That's a really good point that he's kind of carrying that team, and like you said with USC, you'd think at home. And with Utah, I mean, he's still a backup QB. I mean, I know he's been starting every single game, but that's Cameron Rising's team, and he's really taken that team by the horns. And he's a great. He's the who is that Washington quarterback that we always give fanfare to? Watch the Washington Commanders quarterback that was the backup, the third string backup that came in for a few games.
You talking about
Anyway, he's just
Heineke?
that spunky QB. Yeah, Taylor Heineke. I feel like that Utah QB reminds me of Taylor Heineke almost, where he's just gritty, just somehow just will do anything he has to get the job done and get that the team his victory, even if it's not going to look pretty. He's that type of quarterback. And Caleb Williams didn't have that same. He's great talent, but he didn't. They didn't come out with a win. He didn't do what needed to be done to win that game. And I know he did lead a scoring drive on their last possession, but there's a lot more opportunities throughout the game that he did not capitalize on. So I think he's definitely in the back seat, and I think this is Michael Penix's um, race to lose at this point.